What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster, and we have a bit of an update right now for a story that we covered here the other day. Sweet Baby Inc. is trying even harder to shrink into the shadows and remain as hidden as possible. So, as you may remember, a few weeks back, we discovered that Sweet Baby Inc. was going into hiding by removing their client list from their own website, and, to top it off, they also removed the upcoming games that they were working on from their site. And this was clearly being done as a response to the fallout from the game they worked on, Unknown 9 Awakening, being such a massive disappointment.
I'm a real failure.
Yes, every time Sweet Baby is found out to be working on a project, the game fails like crazy, so they want to hide, assuming that their failure isn't just a symptom of them ruining the games with their obsession over identity politics. They assume that the only reason the games are failing is because we know that Sweet Baby is involved. So, they teamed up with a company that has similar goals, known as the Powell Group, in order to keep doing their work from the shadows.
You cannot hide.
Well, Twitter user Master of the TDS, who you all should follow over there by the way, he has done some good work on this subject. The other day he pointed this connection out, the fact that the Powell Group is teaming up with Sweet Baby and being used as an intermediary so that Sweet Baby can continue to do their work without having to announce their work on a game. And as a response to gamers noticing what they're up to, once again they are attempting to go into hiding, scrubbing all traces of this connection from the internet as quickly as possible.
If so powerful you are, why leave?
Alright me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter or X, or whatever you want to refer to it as these days. I keep a list on there of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1. But anyhow, let's talk about this Sweet Baby Inc. situation and how these little rodents like to scurry whenever there's light shown on them. And in a lot of ways, I can't really blame them. I mean, look at those numbers on Cabrutus Rambo's legendary Sweet Baby Inc. detected curated list on Steam. We've got going on 500,000 people following that list, and that's just on Steam. How many other players out there that don't play on Steam are also tracking this shit and refusing to buy games made by Sweet Baby? I'm willing to bet that it's well over 1 million hardcore gamers, and it looks like Sweet Baby themselves believe it too, because they are trying their best to hide from us. So yeah, the Powell Group is now trying to distance themselves from Sweet Baby. Master of the TDS uncovered this on the Powell Group's LinkedIn page last week. It says, "We believe you need diverse voices to solve diverse problems. Together with our partners at Sweet Baby Inc., we provide sensitivity and authenticity consulting at every stage of development." But, as Master of the TDS pointed out, that very same post, if you go to that page now, it isn't showing up any longer. They have scrubbed it. And you have to ask yourself, why would they do that? They were obviously quite proud of their work. They wanted everyone to know about this partnership until it became publicly known to gamers, and then suddenly that all stopped. Now they must be considering it a liability because it's been removed. But that is not the only thing they've done to remove any traces of their connection to Sweet Baby. This used to be on the Powell Group's website until just recently. This is a list of the companies that they work with, and as you can see here, Sweet Baby is prominently listed on their page. But oh, look at that. This is what the page looks like now. Sweet Baby is very conspicuously missing from the list. Once again, we have to ask, why in the world would they remove their association with Sweet Baby from all of their pages and their sites? Of course, we all know what their publicly stated reasons would be if they actually addressed the issue. Obviously, they aren't going to say anything about the issue, and neither will the game journalists, because they've all decided that their best bet is to attempt to defuse the Gamergate situation by hiding. However, if they did talk about it, we all know that they would claim they're being harassed and threatened and all the usual shit that they always claim. They always try to pity farm, because in their minds, dissent is tantamount to violence. They can't stand it when someone doesn't just blindly kiss their ass. They can't stand it when someone calls them out for their nonsense. So in their minds, anyone who says that Sweet Baby Inc. sucks, in the minds of these activists, that is harassment. So then they take that so-called harassment, they talk about it constantly, and they go ahead and try to pity farm. They want to make you feel bad for them. But here's the truth, as we can all see it. Sweet Baby is hiding from the public because they are getting destroyed in the court of public opinion. Because every single time that they work on a game, that game gets crushed. They haven't had a single success this year. Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League was so bad that Warner had to write it off on their taxes. Tales of Kenzera Zhao couldn't hit 300 concurrent players on Steam. Capes couldn't hit 700 players. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, also couldn't hit 700 players. And now, Unknown 9 Awakening was released, and that game couldn't hit 300 players. These games were clearly made for the modern audience, but that modern audience never shows up. Where are you at, guys? If you want these games to succeed, go out and buy them. Go out and play them. But the thing is, I think Unknown 9 in particular stung for Sweet Baby. It's a franchise that the founders of the company worked on before it was even a video game. Kim Belair was a story architect back when it was a comic book. I think this was a pet project, and they were banking on it becoming a mega franchise. Word out there was that they had movies, TV shows, novels, and everything else all planned out for it. I don't think it's any coincidence that right after the game's release and massive failure, they decided to go into hiding as a company. My guess is that a lot of prospective clients were refusing to hire Sweet Baby because they didn't want the negative attention. So Sweet Baby thought they'd be clever and use the Powell Group as an intermediary, but now it's gotten too hot for the Powell Group. In other words, we got him on the run, folks. But I'm going to leave it there. Drop your thoughts on this situation into the comment section below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.